Alright guys, just between us, please. We need to keep this just between us. Now, if you came here looking for someone who's going to complain about the leaks yet again, well, you came to the right place.
Oh my god, you cannot believe what Mihoyo did this morning. Dude!
What, dude? What happened? What's wrong?
You have to check Twitter. I cannot believe they did this. They started showing characters from Inazuma. They're not supposed to do that. We're the leakers. We have to leak information. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Really? Really? They think they can beat us at our game? We run this. We excite the players. Oh my, I got an idea. They think they got one up on us. Oh, we can do one better. We can do one better. I'm going to leak the Electro Archon. Oh yeah, they're gonna hate that. They're going to be fuming, and I love that. I live off of their misery, their misfortune, because that's what we are. That is what we are. Oh my god, you were an absolute genius. Why didn't I think of that? Of course, we are the leakers. That is what we do. All we do is feed off on the misery and misfortune of MiHoYo. We hate that Chinese company. Yes, leak the Electro Archon. Do it. Oh yeah, they're gonna love this. The community loves us. MiHoYo hates us, but the community loves us. Ah yes, right guys? You love the leakers, right? Yeah, thumbs up for us. Make sure to pay us our money for doing this for you guys. We hate that Chinese company. Alright, jokes aside. But man, what a day to be a Genshin Impact fan. I gotta tell you, it was a morning of excitement. A Monday morning of excitement. When was the last time you woke up on a Monday morning and said, wow, such an exciting day, such a wondrous day? A Monday morning, that is. I guarantee you probably haven't said it enough times in your life, right? What's got me so excited, you ask? Well, if you're also a Genshin Impact fan, and based on the title, you already know what I'm talking about. Paimon, or MiHoYo Genshin Impact Official, the Twitter, decided to drop some juicy teases. A lot of people are calling it, a lot of people are memeing that Paimon and Genshin Impact is basically leaking stuff themselves, which is, I mean, when leakers do it, they're leaking it, but when the officials do it, they're teasing you of what's to come. That's the technicality of it. But yeah, sure, if we want to keep memeing about it, that Paimon leaked images of characters and whatnot, that's a-okay with me. I'm okay with that. So we got some new characters, and we got some information about them as well. If you didn't know, you can go over to Hoyo Lab, and I'll leave a link in the description as well as to where I'm getting this information from, so it's all official. Nothing of what I'm sharing here is unofficial business or leaks, because you know that by now. I say no to leaks like I say no to drugs, which you should be doing too. I mean, unless it's the harm. Anyway, I won't get into that. So the first character we're going to take a look at is Yoimiya. Yoimiya's design is by far my favorite, so I'm talking about her first because I like her the most out of the new characters that we've seen introduced. Yeah, that's a very bold design as well. I mean, I'm surprised. A lot of more characters that we have in the game so far are a little bit more reserved, if you know what I mean. Again, very bold design here. She's showing a little bit more skin than your average Genshin character, you know what I mean? She's obviously a bow user. I mean, if you tell me she's a polearm user, then I'm blocking you, and I'm, because obviously, like, what would they be misleading us with this? Now, what's interesting to point out, and I saw somebody on Twitter also pointed out, if you look more in the area, I'm gonna try to like circle it or try to zoom in on that area, you can see the electro symbol on it. Now, it could be that it's mostly because of what they believe in. It also looks like, the Inazuma symbol as well, but it's not. It looks more like the Electro symbol. Now, Inazuma is currently ruled over by the Bakufu, the Electro Archon Baal. So, there might be something related to that. And it also could be just a weapon. Like, we're going to be having a new weapon. So that's a look at a new weapon as well. It's not just a staple design and whatnot. So we can look forward to seeing that weapon in the future. Whether it's going to be the best weapon for her, we don't know that yet. But yes, from what we can see right now, it looks like she's going to officially replace Amber.
You know, a lot of people were joking around before that Ganyu was replacing Amber. I mean, Ganyu is a bow user, but she's not a pyro bow user. So, you know, we still have her pyro greatness, which is Amber. But sad to say for Amber, with the introduction of this character, it might be an official replacement now. But we'll have to wait and see, because again, these characters don't exactly play the same way. Just because they have the same weapon and the same element doesn't mean they do the same on the field. So we'll just have to wait and see. But definitely a character that I am keeping my eye on. Apart from the character's design, again, like I said, if you go over on HoYoLab, we have some more information on Yoimiya. So let's quickly overview what we see here. Fireworks are the highlight of the festival, and Yoimiya is Inazuma's best pyrotechnician. Every display she planned turns out fabulously. Ah, right. Do not worry about the fire hazards. Yashiro Commission and Shrine Maidens will take care of the necessary precautions so that she can fully express her creativity. By Kamisato Ayaka. So Ayaka is basically the one here who is narrating this, talking about her. Yoimiya, Frolicking Flames, owner of Nagano Hara Fireworks. She is Pyro, and her constellation will be Carassius Auratus, or Carassius Auratus. Something like that. I usually never know how to pronounce those Latin names for the constellations, so forgive me on that. So here we have the juicy bit, the one that really feeds my hunger. The backstory: a talented pyrotechnician, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks, known as the Queen of the Summer Festival. She is a household name in Inazuma. Various celebrations held in Inazuma every year all have the elaborate firework displays created by Yoimiya. She possesses an exuberant creativity and passion for firework displays that always leave people pleasantly surprised. Yoimiya has a childlike innocence and is often found playing simple yet timeless games with children, or accompanies them to find shiny trinkets and toys. The purity of children brings her unparalleled joy. She also enjoys social interaction and seizes every opportunity to talk to others. She appears to have endless anecdotes and ideas to be shared. Principle and craftsmanship are Yoimiya's dearest qualities. Even though fireworks are fleeting, their blaze and warmth live in people's hearts forever. Both a moment and an eternity, these fleeting marvels are an expression of protection she gives to those around her. It is because of everyone's involvement that the fireworks shows can carry on in such a beautiful manner. So that's Yoimiya's backstory and basically all the information we know about her so far. So I gotta say, she is an amazing character. I'm gonna go off on a whim and just say that she's going to be a 5-star character, a limited banner character we're gonna have in the future. Again, I don't know the situation in Inazuma, but there's a video that's coming out soon where I talk about Kazuha and about festivals coming in Inazuma, because you know we are getting festivals. I was under the impression that the country maybe didn't have any festivals because of what was happening, but I think the people are really living normal lives still, even though the hunt decree is going on right now by Ball. Take it with a grain of salt, basically, is what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying. So that's what I was thinking, that, you know, maybe they're not having the festivals, but she is the queen of the summer festival, and that just clicked to me like, oh yes, next summer we're gonna do a festival in Inazuma. I cannot wait for that. It has to happen at this point. You know, Inazuma's coming by the end of this year and whatnot, so definitely for next summer we'll be able to see why they call her the queen of the summer festival, or maybe they'll tease it in the Inazuma story throughout there. But also, yeah, it's very interesting that she also has a childlike innocence. She does have that kind of like display of her, but you know, it'll be interesting to see, because, you know, we're definitely going to get a story quest from her. She's definitely a 5-star character, and we're definitely getting a story quest from her, so we'll be able to see more in depth of that. On top of being very good with children, she's also very social, so it's going to be very interesting to meet her. Again, I love her design. You know, I love Ganyu's design. I love Mona's design. I love a lot of the female character designs in the game, and some of the male character designs in the game. Xiao is absolute best design in the game. Albedo looks alright, you know, Child looks alright, Dilu looks alright, but I'm not, you know, I don't look at the guy characters that much, you know. Zhongli looks amazing too, you know, it's amazing character and all, but yeah, if I had to really pick a male character, it'd have to be Xiao. Xiao's design is top notch, but yeah, of the female designs, right now, Yoimiya is, whew, yeah, how could I say no to that? That's an amazing design she has going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much to say about Yoimiya at this moment. That's all the information we have. So it's pretty much guaranteed that she's going to be a bow user. And she's pretty much, well, from what we see there, she is a pyro user. It's right there. The information is right there. We got her constellation and basically her background. So Yoimiya, and she is of her household name. I'm not sure if the household name would be, well, she is the owner. Duh, it's telling me right there. Read, Blackwing, read. It's right there. Naganohara. She is the owner of Naganohara Fireworks, so that's probably the family name. That's probably the household name that she carries. So yeah, that's all the information we have on her. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have the small and cute Sayu. So this surprised me. Well, not really surprised me, but I can't believe it escaped me. Something that completely escaped me is the thought of shinobis, or ninja, which is what Sayu is. So if we take a careful look at her design, she seems to be having a tanuki outfit. It looks like a tanuki hoodie. It is definitely a tanuki because she has a leaf over her head, which, you know, is kind of like a simple traditional thing where it's like, you know, you do a jutsu, you put a leaf on your head, a transformation jutsu, that's what it is. And I'm just borrowing the tanuki part because that's usually what they display it as when they're trying to portray it as. So tanuki, shinobi, jutsu, leaf on your head, transform, deceive, and, you know, escape, all that jazz. With Sayu joining us soon, hopefully, we'll finally be able to complete our party of lollies, where basically, you know, Clea, Diona, Chichi, and Sayu. Alright, and here is more information about Sayu. Are you in a hurry to find Sayu? Oh, I see. She is usually hiding up in the trees in the afternoon. I have my own ways of finding her, so please let me know if you need any help. Oh, but if I interfere, then I will deny you the pleasure of finishing the task on your own, won't I? And again, quoted by Kamisato Ayaka. What? Do you see that typo right there? That's gonna bug me. I almost said it wrong too, but I already know. Kamisato Ayaka, not Ayato. You guys are who? Who is that? Alright, so I made a mistake here. Kamisato Ayato is actually Ayaka's elder brother, from what you can see that I added the text there. This is going to be brought up later, and I'm going to look so stupid, but there you have it. Kamisato Ayato is actually Ayaka's older brother. So yeah, Sayu. Mujina Ninja. Shiyumatsuban's resident ninja. So I don't know much about like the whole shinobi force. Most of my knowledge lies more in the shogunate era, you know, not really in the shinobi forces. I can't really compare this to like what Naruto or the current One Piece task force, the ninja guys. I can't really draw these comparisons because it's usually every iteration of ninjas, it comes from one origin, but they usually derive it differently, you know. Expressing it differently, depicting it differently. So I can't really draw any comparisons here. So my knowledge on the shinobi and the ninja are not that great. And she's an animo user. Interesting. Very interesting. And her constellation is Nycterutus Minor. Nycterutus Minor. I definitely butchering that name again. I don't know how to pronounce the Latin names that well, so do forgive me on that, please. Please don't crucify me. And here is her backstory. A pint-sized agile ninja associated with the Shiyumatsuban. So that's probably the ninja force in Inazuma. I don't know if there's going to be different clans or different organizations of shinobi, but that's definitely one right there. I know it when I recognize it. Height has never been one of Sayu's strengths. She stopped growing a long time ago. Long enough that she feels like she is trapped in a dream where time has stopped. Why aren't I growing taller? Am I not getting enough sleep? And just like that, the pint-sized ninja who awoke to this thought drifted off to sleep again. Sayu firmly believes that sleep can replenish all her energy and help her grow taller. In order to live by this principle, and have as much time to nap as possible, she honed her ninjutsu to perfection. Fleeing, hiding, transforming, Sayu is the master of all ninjutsu techniques. An unsuspecting leaf on a bucket? It might just be one of Sayu's many disguises. As a result, if the Shiyumatsuban needs Sayu's help, they need to commit all efforts to finding her first. Of course, from Sayu's point of view, this so-called laziness is just a better time allocation, which allows her to focus on things like sleeping and growing taller. And that's basically all the information we have on Sayu at this moment. From the picture that we see here, it's not obvious what her weapon actually is. So we already know the information. She is an Anemo user. She's small. So what weapon would really go with a small character who is an Anemo user? So I believe this will be our first lolly Anemo user. So, this really racks the brain. What I was thinking of, it can't be a Catalyst user. So the reason I don't think it could be a Catalyst user is because of the Shinobi aspect to it. So we already know one thing in common that we can all agree on that ninjas and shinobi all, associate with is striking from the shadows. I explained earlier, she's wearing a Tanuki hoodie. Tanuki's their folklore and whatnot about them transforming or fleeing, exactly what they described there, what I was talking about earlier. So striking from the shadows, they're not really the types that just come up close and personal and fight you. Now I know what you might be saying, that Catalyst users fight from a distance. Yes, they do fight from a distance, but one thing in common that shinobi do have is also short swords. They do have short swords. It could be daggers as well, assassins daggers sometimes. Not that frequent though, but sometimes they do have a sort of short sword or dagger. They can use that. So it's quite possible she could be a sword user. So it would be another lolly character that has a sword, like Chi-Chi. I think, yeah, Chi-Chi's the only one. Diona's the bow, Klee is the catalyst, Chi-Chi is the sword. So she might not have the sword either. That was just, speculation there. The other thing is, what am I thinking of? So she's not going to be a bow user, because the bows are really more of a samurai thing as well, if you know your history. It's that samurais usually fought with not a katana, they fought with bows and arrows. So yeah, they were on horses and they would fight at a distance with bows and arrows. So that's the more you know. So ninjas don't use bows like that, so that won't be her style. So we've ruled out bows, kinda swords. We've definitely ruled out the catalyst. So what is her weapon gonna be? I think we only have between polearm and claymore. I'm still standing a bit on the sword part because it would make sense with her character, running with a weapon that's not as heavy and whatnot. It would be really funny. I think I see where Genshin is going with this design for the character, and it would be really funny. Polearm, again, is not, you can't strike from the shadows with the polearm, and you can't do that either with a claymore, but here's my two guesses. It's either a claymore or a sword. So I already explained why the sword would be a viable option. The claymore though, and I got this, it just clicked to me because of what they explained about her. Sayu is a girl who is very conscious of her height, so she's doing everything in her ability, and this is usually a character trope as well, but you mostly see it with kids. But the description on her story is kind of implies that she's not a kid anymore, but she still has that within her. Again, you see this in tropes a lot in anime with usually the smaller girls or those who are already in their either teens or adults who are still very conscious of their height because they get made fun of a lot. Like, oh, look at you, you're still a little girl. Like, shut up, I'm 22, I'm 25. Why are you looking at me as if I'm a little girl? I knew I didn't grow, but it's not my fault. So we do know that these tropes do exist. Right, that line implies that she is grown because it says that she stopped growing a long time ago. Not that she stopped growing a while ago or some time ago, a long time ago. So, from that we can speculate that she's in her 20s. I'll guess her 20s. It wouldn't be right to call it for a teenager where they stopped growing a long time ago, because at that time they're still young. So a young adult. To be able to say a long time ago, they would have to be a young adult. So Sayu, young adult who's very conscious of her size and is always trying to do everything in her ability to grow. All right, so back to the weapon of choice that she will have. Sayu, either short sword or claymore, but it's clicking to me even more the more I think about it. It's like, wait a minute, it will be super funny if Sayu is a claymore user, but also it would make sense because of her complex. She has a height complex.
clear as day. She's doing everything in her ability to grow and to keep growing, and because she's short, she's probably been made fun of a lot, probably a young adult, like I said. So her height complex, it would push her to do things that people who are taller to use. Like, look at all the Claymore users we have. Noelle was kind of a surprise to be a Claymore user, a battle maid that has a Claymore. But yeah, every other user of a Claymore is tall. So Beidou, we have Diluc, we have, who else uses a Claymore? Xingyan, but Xingyan, all these characters are more, they have that body strength. So Sayu, being a shinobi, I know she's trained, so she must be very agile, like they said, but she probably also has a bit of strength, so I can see her wielding a Claymore, now that I think about it. But yeah, it says that she makes excuses for the laziness in terms of, helping her grow and whatnot. So that could be another part of it, being a Claymore user. I can see her jumping from a high tree with that Claymore and doing a lot of plunge damage, honestly. So yeah, so those are my speculations. Again, nothing is official. We did not get any clear confirmation of what her weapon is, but my guess is either the short sword or the Claymore. The Claymore, again, because of her height complexity, so it's like, oh, I'm a big girl. I know, like, you could easily point that to a childlike tendency or an adult who has a height complexity, who wants to do things that taller people can do. They want to reach high places. She's usually up in trees because she has a height complexity. Oh my god, I am doing a whole character breakdown of Sayu. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I didn't have much to say on Yoimiya, honestly, because her story didn't really tell me much. It's just that, she's good with children, she's very social, and with the festivals. I didn't want to say much about that because I do have a video coming out where I do talk about the festivals, so I just kind of want to leave it at that. So we got her design and whatnot, but I'm doing a whole full character breakdown on Sayu, and she's not even my favorite of this. In order of the new characters we got, here's the order: Yoimiya, Ayaka, Sayu, and then Kazuha. So yeah, those are the 4 in order of who I'm interested in. So I know you guys are shocked, right? I put Yoimiya above Ayaka, above the Cryo Supremacy, Ayaka Supremacy. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I had to do it. Dude, it's Yoimiya. Do you see that design? Oh my god, I'm in love all over again. Anyway, yeah, alright, so now let's have a look at a character that we all know well, because we've actually known about her since before the game officially released. Her name is Kamisato Ayaka. So there's not much I'm gonna say on her design. Again, we've seen Ayaka before, we know about her, there's still videos on YouTube that you can see. I think she was also in the beta version of the game, the demo. I'm not sure what you want to call it, but we know about Ayaka, and a lot of people have been waiting for Ayaka for a very long time. So there's not much we can say. I've already talked a bit about her design and how the thing on her head, like where she has her ponytail, looks a lot like a shogun's helmet. So that's why I made the theory of her being a part of a family line that has rights to be shogun of Inazuma. But that's already been said. Here is the information we have on Ayaka currently. So I have this split up in 2 parts because of the screenshot technicalities. So here we go. Though Miss Ayaka is the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan, she is very attentive to everyone's needs. She will personally take care of the most troublesome matters. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe that there are noble ladies like her. An ordinary businessman from Hanamizaka, Kamisato Ayaka, Frostflake Heron. Daughter of the Yashiro Commission's Kamisato clan. Cryo, we already know that, she uses a sword, she is a cryovision wielder. And Grus Nivis. I'm pretty sure that's Latin for like snow, something snow. I'm not sure what the Grus part means, but Grus Nieves, something like that. So yeah, oh my goodness. I called it. I knew it. Like, the way she presents herself and now learning more about her character, I knew it was more like she had to be a part of a family that is more, well, noble is the right word. I actually couldn't dig out that word, so I said like royalty, which is not royalty, like I explained in that theory video. But yeah, so Kamisato Ayaka, she is a noble lady.
So that's very interesting. Now let's take a look at her backstory. Kamisato Ayaka's backstory. Daughter of the Yashiro Commission's Kamisato clan from Inazuma. Poised and graceful. Noble and virtuous. Working in tandem with her elder brother and current head of the clan, Kamisato Ayato. Oh, so it wasn't a mistake. Kamisato Ayato is Ayaka's brother. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. The siblings divided among themselves different responsibilities arising from their noble lineage. Ayato is in charge of the government affairs, while Ayaka watches over the clan's internal and external affairs. Ayaka is a kind-hearted girl with a pleasant temperament who treats others with politeness and courtesy. She holds the people of Inazuma dear to her heart and often goes out of her way to personally assist them in all kinds of matters. She is a perfectionist with an earnest personality. People are often moved by her dedication, and those close to her gave her the honorary title of Shirasagi Himegimi. People in the neighborhood always talk about her with sincere admiration. Thanks to the influence of Ayaka's excellent upbringing, her heart is as pure as crystallized ice. Just like the splendid colors reflected as the ice crystals are spinning in the winter air, such as Ayaka's spirit. She not only possesses great outward beauty and elegant demeanor, but also, which isn't known to many, has a tender and cute side. Oh, I'm very excited to learn about that. But if you want to capture a heart hanging high in the sky, you must have the ability to climb up the clouds. In other words, Ayaka is eager to associate with people capable of achieving great feats. In her eyes, friendships are dictated by fate, the same way she was destined to wield her frost-covered sword. Amazing and a powerful backstory right there. Now that is actually a very interesting backstory. I'm actually more excited to meet Ayaka now. So the cute side, I know we kind of saw a little tease of it when she was presenting the Inazuma Islands again in the 1.6 live stream towards the end. Yeah, we kind of captured a little bit of that cute side. So I'm actually very excited to finally meet her. So again, a little correction, I guess, to make. You're probably gonna see that edit anyway, that Ayato is Kamisato Ayaka's brother. I didn't know that. I thought that was a typo. I'm like, wait, this cannot be. Like, are they really? That's a grave typo. I mean, it's just by two little letters, the T and the O. I thought it was a simple, maybe a corrections. What do you call that? Autocorrect and whatnot. I thought that was a case of autocorrect, but I was wrong. Kamisato Ayato is her brother. Wait a minute, so they didn't say much about the brother. I'm wondering, is the brother going to be a vision wielder as well? We don't know. We actually don't know. We don't have a design of him. Like, he's either going to be some random important person that's, there's a lot of people like that in Liyue Harbor anyway. It's not just Kaching and Ningguang. There's other people that work in the backgrounds as well. And also what really intrigued me is that she does believe that friendships are dictated by fate, and that is an amazing way to look at it. At some points you can choose who you can be friends with, and it's family the one that you cannot choose, because the ones that brought you into this world, you can't choose family. Family's gonna be with you forever by blood. But there are instances where it's like something, some external force brings people together, and you can just call that fate. It's like, if X would never have happened, then I would never have met you, and it has to be a work of fate. Like, something brought us together that day. It could be for a lover, or it could even be for a friend, how Ayaka believes. And I like the way that she thinks like that. So friendships are dictated by fate. That is what she believes. And also, to be able to get her to recognize you as well, you have to accomplish great feats, is basically what this is saying. All right, that's all I have on Ayaka. Again, not much to say. A lot of people do know about her already. She's been there before the game even came out. So again, not much I had to say about her design, but it was very interesting to learn more about her backstory as presented. Again, link in the description, Hoyo Lab, you can get this information yourself. So let's move on to the next character, Kaedehara Kazuha. Now, we already got his design, and we got a little bit of his attack animations, his movesets, what his skill is gonna be, his ult is gonna be. We know his element, and we know his weapon. So, I'll just show his picture for a brief moment. You know how it is. I do talk about him a lot more in a video coming up. Again, I cannot stress this enough. I just gotta keep, referring to that, because it's coming out soon. I actually intended for this video to come out sooner,
But, you know, then Mihoyo decided to just drop this information on us, so I had to talk about this first. But yeah, there is a video talking about Kazuha, his homeland, and what to expect from him in the future. Coming out very soon, look forward to that. So yeah, that's Kazuha. Let's go about his information, because we actually got some more info on him. If one's heart is empty, all under heaven is empty. But if one's heart is pure, all under heaven is pure. Kazuha's musings. Kaedehara Kazuha. Scarlet leaves pursue wild waves. A wandering samurai who has left his homeland. Anemo. Acer palmatum. Acer palmatum. Again, a Latin word. You guys know the deal. I'm butchering this name, I am, probably. Acer palmatum. Acer palmatum. That's what I'm gonna call it for now until we get a definitive way to pronounce it. Please and thank you. And here we have the juicy bits of Kazuha's backstory, and it's good that I'm actually doing this now, because this gives me some time to actually go back to the other information I have that I was going to talk about, and pretty much scrap some things and add some things to it. So it's perfect. So now you can definitely expect that video coming out very soon after this one. So here's his backstory. A wandering samurai from Inazuma with a modest and gentle personality. Beneath a youthful and carefree demeanor lies a heart that hides a great many burdens from the past. Seemingly easygoing, Kazuha has his own code of conduct. Kazuha leads a wandering life, setting out on his journey in the day and sleeps with the sky as his blanket and earth as his bed in the night. Wealth has never been his pursuit, and regardless of summer or winter, what he seeks has always been true peace in his heart. Despite the wilderness being his home, he never worries about the impending rain or storm. It is as if rainstorms are afraid of him because they do not dare cross his path. Out of curiosity, someone asked about his talent, and Kazuha answered with absolute honesty. Reading the sounds of nature is a unique ability of his. People do not usually pay attention to the weather, so it is no surprise that they are unable to discover the signs it reveals. However, given Kazuha's skill, he can sense the arrival of snow and rain immediately with just a gust of wind or abnormal humidity. That is, when he knows it is time to seek shelter. Kazuha, who has traversed around the lands, has avoided countless torrents of storms and flashes of lightning. This time, however, what awaits him will be an unprecedented thunderstorm. This time, he will no longer seek refuge. He, the rain, and the lightning will meet at the intersection of fate, as destiny marks it. I hear a storm, far and distant, with only a whisper, light and faint. From the sky there falls no rain, thus here I shall still remain. And that's Kazuha's backstory. Again, you know, he gives off that vibe, you know, the Ronin vibe. A lot's happened to him in his homeland. He had to leave his homeland for certain reasons. So this doesn't really tell you everything, which I'm actually glad for. It definitely adds to the plate that I've been, you know, trying to eat off and licking the plate and whatnot. So I do appreciate that, and I can actually add that to the video that's coming out soon. But again, everything is going to be predictions, basically on his family, why he left Inazuma, what happened to him, is he going back, is he coming with us, what's gonna happen. Now, this other line, I do have to pick that one. That one is specific, where he says that he's going to meet, this time he's not gonna seek refuge, he's not going to seek shelter, he's actually going to meet the rain and the lightning storm at the intersection. So I'm not sure if that means that he's actually willing to come with us to Inazuma and possibly confront that storm, whatever was plaguing his past, which the reason why he left, we don't know, but expect that in the video coming out soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is all I've been thinking about all day today. You know, woke up to this, I woke up rather late today, but yeah, I was looking at this on Twitter and my heart almost sank because I'm like, oh, not again. Yeah, another leak. No. But no, it wasn't that this time. It was an official post by Paimon, because I think Paimon and a few other accounts are really what I have to be notified on. So I go to my notifications and I see, okay, what they're talking about. Oh, cool, nice. We got some pictures and whatnot. So yeah, that's all the excitement from me. So again, I do have a video coming out soon, so you can look forward to that. It's basically, will Kazuha come with us to Inazuma or not? That's the gist of that video. So you can check that out when it comes out. Also, what did we talk about today? So we went over the social butterfly who is Yoimiya, or the queen of the summer festival. Again, that's going to be something I'm adding to that next video as well, because I do talk about future festivals that are coming in Inazuma, since we do get festivals seemingly in every region. So there are festivals that we can expect when we go to Inazuma. So the queen of the summer festival, Yoimiya. And I'll call her the social butterfly, because that's pretty much what her description is. She's great with children, someone great, easy to love, and that's why she's so far my favorite out of the bunch. Again, you know, I'm sorry I had to topple it. Again, the way that I ranked them was Yoimiya, Ayaka, Sayu, and then Kazuha. You know, waifus over husbandos, waifus over meta, that's how I am, that's how I operate. So yeah, we talked about Yoimiya, we got a bit of her design, again a bold design by Mihoyo. Hopefully nothing changes where they have to cover up more skin, because I know censorship is a big thing in China, and hopefully this goes well with them. I mean, it's basically, it almost looks like a traditional wear, like you would, almost like a samurai would wear as well, like a female samurai, a male samurai, same thing, bandages covering up here, and a bit of, you know, the shoulder showing. That's all it is, it's a shoulder showing. Look, I'm a simple man, I got excited, just revealing a little more skin than usual characters and whatnot, so I'm okay. Like, hey, yeah, that's cool. So let's hope that bodes over well over there in China, and hopefully no censorship happens where they make her wear a full plate of armor, because I know too much skin, cover that up. So yeah, Yoimiya, social butterfly, the pyro bow user, that's pretty much confirmed there. We also talked about Sayu, the little girl, the small girl, the lolly, whatever you want to refer to her as, who is a animal user and speculated to be a sword user or a claymore user. Again, it cannot be polearm, because not really the style. Polearms were more of a Liyue thing, and you know, she's not from Liyue, she's from Inazuma, so you know, weapons that more relate to Inazuma, swords, claymores, and that's pretty much it. Bows as well, but she's not a samurai, she's a ninja. So Sayu, little girl, and she's probably an adult. So an adult who is small with a height complex. She sleeps a lot, probably lazy too, I don't know. But she's very strong and she's agile. So yeah, I think she's a 4-star character. I didn't actually talk about the predictions on that. So Yoimiya, definitely a 5-star character. I'm getting 5-star character vibes from that. Amazing design. Sayu, 4-star character, easy. A 4-star animal user, sword or claymore, easy. Then we talked about Kamisato Ayaka. Again, a character that everybody knew about from the beginning already. A lot of people have been waiting for her. I think I even heard buzz around that it was planned that Ayaka would be free at AR42, which would actually have been crazy. Giving us a free 5-star character at AR42 even? I mean, wow, that's... You tell me that now, I would never believe you. But back then, I might have believed you. I don't know. I guess maybe they promised it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe somebody leaked that information and they thought that it was actually going to happen, then it didn't happen. People got upset. I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that. But yeah, her design, amazing. She is a noble lady, like I had predicted. I mean, it's in her design. She just looks like a lady that's from an important family, so we already know. Younger sister to Kamisato Ayato. I don't know anything about Ayato. I'm not sure if he's going to be also a vision wielder. Will we get to see him? We most likely will get to see him, but whether he's a vision wielder or not is still not confirmed. We have nothing on him right now, so yeah, there's that. And then we got Kaedehara Kazuha. So again, a video will be coming out where I explain more in detail about him and why he's not coming, or if he is coming or not, and then the festivals in Inazuma. So that's pretty much it. Those are the characters that they showed us, the backstories and everything. Oh yeah, Ayaka, 5-star character. And that is interesting. Wait a minute. So out of the 4 characters, only 3 of them are 5 stars and 1 of them is a 4-star. So Sayu might be a 5-star. Let me correct that, because it's so strange that they would include Yoimiya. Has to be a 5-star character. She has to be a 5-star character. We know Ayaka's a 5-star character. We know Kazuha's a 5-star character. So going by that, they can't just like throw a random 4-star unit in there. She is most likely going to be another 5-star then. Again, because you know, we have Klee, we have Chi-Chi, we have all these other characters that are 5 stars. And at the beginning of the game, we've had a lot of 5 stars ready, right? Let's see, there was Jean, Diluc, Kaching, Mona, and Chi-Chi. So there was 5 stars available at the beginning of the game that were not limited character banners. I believe so. If I'm missing one, let me know, because the first banner was then Venti, then Klee, then Child, then Zhongli, then Albedo, Ganyu, Xiao. Then we had the Keqing banner. Then Hu Tao, who was after Hu Tao? I think after Hu Tao, we went back to Venti. Yeah, so we had basically rerun banners. I'm just rambling at this point now. But yeah, they might be all 5-star characters then. So let me just scratch that off what I said before. So definitely Sayu, 5-star character. And again, you know, you can say what you say. You can keep memeing that they leaked it themselves just so that the leakers don't get to it. They're teasing us. Inazuma is coming soon. That's it. They're prepping it out. You know, they're probably in their headquarters right now. Like, look, we already showed them screenshots, artwork of what the islands are going to look like. What else do we tease them with? Yeah, these characters. Let's show off these characters. But man, I gotta tell you, this is something I want to explain in a different video if I ever do get around to it. The leakers are pretty petty, I gotta say. Look, if you are someone who consumes the leaks and you get excited with the leaks, I have no problem with you at all. Like, you know, you can like what you like. Again, I'm not gatekeeping anyone. You enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it, but the ones responsible for leaking everything, you guys are so petty. All right, again, like I said, all jokes aside, you know, you can like what you like. If you like the leaks, that's fine. You know, if you're excited about that. But, you know, I immediately, when I saw Ball trending and Genshin leaks trending on Twitter, I immediately went to my safety and privacy thing. You know, I should have done this from before. I had to do this before for One Piece to basically, you know, prevent myself from getting spoiled from One Piece leaks, One Piece scans early. You know, that usually happens, especially when a big chapter is about to drop. Oh my god, you have to run from Twitter. You have to run from all social media so you don't get spoiled of One Piece, dude. Oh my goodness. So I immediately went to Twitter and I blocked out everything that I could possibly think of that would lead me to a leak on Genshin Impact. So, you know, Genshin Impact leaks, Genshin leaks, Ball, Electro Archon, and all caps and every size, and adding even numbers and letters to it, because, you know, I want to avoid it like the plague. I tell you, it's not for me. It's not for me, and I don't want to see it. I want to be able to browse Twitter safely without being able to see that stuff. Even under the Paimon's tweets and whatnot, don't even look at it, because you'll see some people just talk about characters that you don't even know exist and whatnot, and I'm not having it. It's not for me. Again, you know, if you enjoy it, that's fine, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on that. If you are someone that got spoiled of the Electro Archon, I somehow still have avoided it. I haven't seen anything, thank God. But if you are someone that have been leaked of it, either you went to that and you saw like, oh, okay, so that's how they look like, cool beans, and, you know, it's gonna take away the excitement from when you actually meet the character in the story. Because remember, back to Venti, I knew nothing about the game, obviously, at the time, so, you know, I didn't know what to expect with this character that we see there. Oh, he's talking to a dragon. Cool. What's that gonna be about? Then you start seeing talks about the animal god, you know, the animal archon, and how important he is. He's like, yo, that's the guy, you know, they're the ones that give out the visions and whatnot, and, you know, Animo, that's him. You see the statues that look like him, but then you find out the story behind that. But yeah, so they lead you up to that. Then there's the story about Rex Lapis. Well, Zhongli being the Geo Archon, and you do get to see his design a little bit from the Statue of the Seven, but it's not that apparent that it's him when you first meet him, because he's wearing his hood from the good old days when he was Morax, when he was known as Morax. So the statue of the Geo Archon and the Statue of the Seven in Liyue is basically of Morax, as they know him by, and then they also call him Rex Lapis, but nobody knows that he is Zhongli. So towards the end of that chapter, we started to finally realize that, yo, Zhongli is very important. I think he's the Geo Archon, but never did we know, like, point blank, like, oh, that guy's the Geo Archon. We know about him, so, you know, I want to get hyped of the character's introduction, so I'm glad that I was able to avoid the spoilers, and I'm going to be treading very carefully online from now on, in regards to that, because, again, you know, it's like Mihoyo, I wake up to Mihoyo's blessing, and then the leakers just want to be the party poopers, you know, the uninvited guests to the party. Like, who invited you to the party? Like, what are you doing? Like, why didn't you wait till later? You had to one up the company that you hate so much, right? At this point, that's what I feel. That's why I made that little skit, because it has to be people at this point. It's petty. It has to be people who are so
furious, probably ex-employees, something. I don't know. Like, what did they do to you? Did they massacre your entire family? Maybe you were a previous gacha addict and you blame Mihoyo for your addiction to gacha, or I don't know. I know that Mihoyo, the whole company in general, is getting a lot of hate since even before Genshin Impact came out. Look at what happened with Honkai Impact and that whole debacle. They're getting constant hate from different people, from different organizations, so it's bound to happen. So, you know, it is what it is. The leaks are going to continue happening. You know, I wish Mihoyo the best and how they can combat against it, but it must be hard, and I understand. I for one, appreciate the wonderful game that they have brought to us. Every feedback, you know, they probably get a lot of troll hate comments on their feedback too. Every time I try to write, you know, if I have nothing to say, like nothing that I want to add to the feedback, I just say thank you for the amazing hard work you guys are putting into this game that I do not have to pay. You know, I'm not forced to pay. Like, if you want to pay, go ahead and pay. Go ahead, pay your thousands of dollars. But, you know, for those who are free to play, they are enjoying this game just as much as the whales are. So, you know, I'm so glad to be able to play a game, explore such a wonderful world, and experience such a wonderful story that they're bringing out to us without having to pay a single dime. Like, you don't have to pay $60, $160 just to experience this. The money value is just for expensive skins, and, you know, that I don't agree with. I don't agree with that expensive skin, but, you know, let's see what happens. Let's see what impact it'll have on the community and what Mihoyo is going to do for that. Like, with everything I stand for, that's the one thing that really rubbed me the wrong way. The Jean skin being $30, 30 USD for a skin that looks decent. Like, that's not even something I'll go crazy for. I'm more crazy about Yoimiya's design than Jean's extra beach skin. You know, thank God Barbers is free. I get to enjoy something from this event. But yeah, that's beside the point. Yeah, I've gone on long enough for this video. I did not intend for this to be this long. I do apologize. If you did make it this far in the video, though, I would very much appreciate if you type down in the comments below. If you did make it this far. If you skipped and you managed to land to this part, you know, hello? Type in the comments below, best of luck, Blackwing. I'm praying for you. I'm going through some things, you know, again, yeah, you know, the age-old tale of I'm going through the struggle and yada yada. But yeah, I really would appreciate those kind words. So if you did make it this far, and you're listening to this right now, please type in the comments, best of luck, Blackwing. I'm here for you. I'm praying for you. In any way you can type that in. I'll understand when I see the comment, you know, confuse other people in the comment section, like, why are they typing that? Why are they, what's going on here? So yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave you with enough with the rambling. I made too much in here, so it's basically gonna be, the title is basically gonna be new character info, the leaks, and that's pretty much it. That's all. So with that being said, it's Blackwing K. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to try to come up with more like predictions and theories for future stuff to come. The next video to come out will be a Kazuha video saying, basically discussing whether he's going to come with us to Inazuma, or is he going to stay on the boat with Beidou, or what's going to happen there. So look forward to that coming out soon. All right, bye.